Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie and we're going through Dream It, Pin It, Live It. So we've already gone through chapter 1. If you have not watched the other videos in the morning, yesterday morning, the morning prior, go back on the Keto Mom page, scroll through and you can watch the other videos that we did on the introduction in chapter 1. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? And I have a fun question for you this morning. We've got Thanksgiving in less than 1 week. So if you're watching live, and you live in the United States, we have Thanksgiving in less than a week. So what is one of your favorite dishes or one thing you were like, hands down, my favorite during Thanksgiving? So for me, my sister-in-law makes incredible desserts. So between mashed potatoes or her dessert, that is the one thing on Thanksgiving that I will enjoy. That is your question. What is the one thing that you're super excited about? One meal, one dish, we could say dish, or dessert. All right, we are going through chapter 2 of this book. So what we are doing is in the mornings here on the Keto Mom page, if you're brand new, you can post a new below. I would love to send you a message. I'd love to get to meet you. But we are dreaming. We are talking about vision boards. We're talking about 2023, but we're not going to wait until 2023. I want to start right now. I want to help you understand the power of vision and dreaming and writing it down. So yesterday, what we did is we talked about the action step, and the only action I gave you, and you're going to continue to do it, is just to sit for a maximum of 10 minutes in the quiet and just start dreaming and thinking and imagining your future. It wasn't even writing it down. So you're going to start going, what do I want? What am I hoping for? Listen, if all you're focusing on is your health, then let's start there. Totally fine. So I need to know, did you sit yesterday for 10 minutes and did you do the action step? Maybe you're like, I'm not going to do this book. Then you can tune into the afternoon lives. I'm going to be doing a live this afternoon around 2:15 Central. And what we're going to talk about this afternoon is the difference between keto, OMAD, low carb, these different types of diets, because I've had a lot of questions of what is working for certain people. If you're like, yeah, I would love to hear about that, perfect. You can watch this afternoon. I do a mindset live where we go through a book every single morning. Partially it holds me accountable, and there's a handful of you that have decided to get off the stands and get on the field and actually get focused in your own life. That's what we talked about the last couple days. Is, are you going to let other people control your life, or are you going to have vision and direction for your own life? That's the point of this book. So we're in chapter 2. The chapter's title is called The Power of a Pen. So I'm not going to read the stories to you. This actually has really great, the book has really great questions and different things to ask. So I'm not going to read it all. I would say if you want to grab the book, or I'm going to give you the basic overview and you can take the action at the end. So she gives a ton of different stories of people that over time achieved a lot of success, and whatever success means to you. For them, it would be like Jim Carrey, right? Where his story started and where it is today. But with that, she said, in each story of people that you might look at, and a lot of them you might watch on TV, you might see people on social media. In each story, these individuals have the courage to write down their dreams. So she gave some examples of people that wrote down their dreams every single day. They didn't just think about it. First, we started about thinking about it, and then they started writing it down. This is one of the most vital but overlooked keys to success. And it's really not that hard. Your life can advance dramatically just by taking just by taking the time to grab a pen and some paper and begin to write it down. So thinking can keep your goals in your head. Thinking you can keep your goals in your head is an excuse for not writing them down, right? Something powerful happens when you get out a piece of paper and a pen. I am working on this. This was not a strength of mine. So I got out a journal and I have been writing. Plus I love it. It's called Legacy. So I have been writing about, and even just brainstorming and writing different things about things that I want to. I don't have my new dream board ready. I don't even have my word of the year. But what I am doing is I'm writing down ideas and brainstorming and writing some things down. So We're going to keep talking about it. You don't have the action step yet, but I want you to, today, find a journal, a notebook, even just like a little pad of paper that you can start writing down when you get the action step. Some of you might be going, listen, I just started dreaming yesterday. All I did was sit for 10 minutes, or I shut the radio off as I was driving and I let myself just dream. We're going to start writing it down as well. So there's been a whole bunch of studies done at Harvard. They studied, they studied the class of, I think it was, hold on, I'm looking. There was a graduating class they studied. They said 84% had 0 goals. There was 3% of people that actually wrote their goals down in a graduating class that they were studying. And 10 years later, they came back to that class, and a majority of them had not achieved what they wanted to. 3% of those people were earning the average of 20 times more than 97% of their class. And that wasn't even counting like other areas of their life. It was just saying 3% of people in that graduating class had a focus, 10 years later, had accomplished some of those dreams. 97% of those people, graduating class of Harvard, did not. So there is power in getting a notebook, getting a pen, and just brainstorming. Not even trying to figure it out, not even trying to figure out the steps. All you're going to do is start writing some dreams down that could be. What if, right? What is on your heart? They did the same study. They took 267 participants and found out that if they wrote down their goals, 42% were more likely to achieve them because they actually sat there and wrote them down. All right. She says, when you write something down, you are setting an aim and putting your future in motion. The actual act of writing your goals down makes them real and tangible. And you might go, yeah, but if I write it down, I feel like I have to achieve it. If I write it down, it becomes more real. It might be scary. You might go, I don't even know what to do. I just have this dream. I have physically no direction. I don't know how to achieve it. We're not there yet. We're going to talk about SMART goals and time frames and writing down specific. We're going to talk about that. That's why this book guides you. But for right now, your action step, your thought process should be just to start dreaming. Like, what if, right? And find yourself a notebook, and we're just going to start writing down and brainstorming without any direction at all. No, how to do it, just the dream by itself. Writing your dreams and your goals enables you to stay focused so that you are more likely to avoid distraction. All right? There's only a couple more things I want to read, and then you're going to take some action. One of the best ways to get started is to simply identify your desires. It's very important that you get clear on what you really want. But don't treat it like homework. This is fun. So I brainstorm where I just put a big circle in the middle, and I'll write like brainstorm, or I'll write 2023, and I just start drawing different lines all over the place, like a brainstorming session of like, you can do however you want to do it. Just get your pen to paper. She shares a whole bunch of her goals and her desires. How do you discover your destiny? Your destiny has to do with what excites you. What are you passionate about? What do you really love doing? Your destiny will be part of your dreams and desires that are in your heart. You should know what they are. If you don't, then that's why we're going to start thinking and dreaming. So write as big as you can, write from your heart. Do not let your mind tell you that it's impossible. All we're going to do is start writing. And that's where we're going to stop. I really want to make sure that you're taking the action. Here's the deal. I'm going to do it myself. This is accountability for me to come on here and go, here's what I want to achieve. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to wait like the 97% of other people until the next year, because then in doing that, they waste 30 days trying to figure it out when we could do it right now. Why wait? So if all you're focusing on is your fat loss, if all you're focusing on is getting healthy, that's perfect. Let's start brainstorming of how you want to feel. Maybe you want to go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. Maybe there's a certain type of workout. Maybe you're like, I'd love to join CrossFit, or I would love to run a marathon. Maybe this next year, like, what would you like to see? What would you like to achieve? Where would you like to go? Maybe part of your fat loss is like, I would love to go on vacation with my family this summer to a beach destination and feel a certain way. Be able to climb that mountain. Be able to pick up my grandkids when we go to the beach and play in the water, right? Like start dreaming, even your physical dreams. Like what is that going to do for you? Write it down. If you're not there yet, at least start thinking about it. Find yourself a notebook or put it in your note section on your phone, but there is something about writing it with pen and paper. So I hope that you're doing the actions. We're going to take this slow. We're going to dive in tomorrow and we'll keep going. We're going to go through these. So tomorrow, currently if you're watching live, is Friday. Tomorrow's action step is a big one. It's a big one in the fact that you're just going to start dreaming. And I've tried this one before and I actually didn't commit to it, so I'm going to commit. So with that, thank you for tuning in. I would love for you to press the share button. Sharing is caring. Let me know what questions you have, and that's all I have for you this morning. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you this afternoon. Bye, everybody.